Hey there, friends. Welcome back to our little corner of wisdom and wellness, where we talk about living our best lives, especially as we embrace the beauty of aging. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into something real, something we don't always talk about, but probably should. Aging is a gift, isn't it? It's a chance to grow wiser, to reflect on life's lessons, and to share the kind of knowledge that only comes with time. But let's be honest. Aging can also bring out some habits or behaviors that sneak up on us. Things we might not even realize we're doing more as the years go by. Today, we're going to talk about 9 ugly behaviors that many of us, myself included, might slip into as we age, often without even noticing. These aren't things to feel ashamed about. No. This is about awareness, about catching ourselves before these habits take root and dim the light of our golden years. Think of this as a heart-to-heart. Like we're sitting down with a cup of coffee or tea, sharing stories and insights to help each other live healthier, happier, and wiser lives. Before we jump in, I want to remind you why we're here. This channel is all about healthy aging, senior health, and the kind of timeless wisdom that inspires us to keep growing, keep learning, and keep shining, no matter our age. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so we can keep these conversations going. And if you're new here, welcome to our community of wise elders and lifelong learners. Now, let's get to it. These 9 behaviors are things I've seen in myself, in friends, in family, and even in the stories you all share with me in the comments. They're not always pretty, but recognizing them is the first step to turning things around. Ready? Let's start with number 1. 1. Becoming set in our ways. You know how it goes. One day, you realize you've been making your coffee the same way for 20 years, and the thought of trying new brew feels like a betrayal. Or maybe it's the way you always take the same route to the grocery store, or how you stick to the same TV shows, because nothing new is any good. As we age, it's natural to crave comfort and routine. Routines are great. They give us stability. But sometimes we can get too comfortable, and that's when we become rigid. I remember my dad, bless his heart. He refused to try texting because he said, if people want to talk to me, they can call. It wasn't until my niece showed him how to send a heart emoji that he started to warm up to it. Now he's a king of sending smiley faces. The point is, being set in our ways can close us off to new experiences, new people, and even new joys. Here's the thing. Staying open to change keeps our mind sharp and our hearts young. It's not about throwing out your routines, but about being willing to try something new every now and then. Maybe it's a new hobby, a different recipe, or even just listening to a new podcast. Small steps, friends. They add up. Takeaway. Challenge yourself to try one new thing this week. It could be as simple as ordering a different dish at your favorite restaurant or taking a new walking route. You might be surprised at how much joy it brings. 2. Complaining more than we realize. This one hits close to home. As we age, it's easy to slip into a habit of pointing out what's wrong. The weather's too cold, the lines at the store are too long, or the kids these days are too loud. I catch myself doing it sometimes, especially when my knees are acting up or when I'm tired. Complaining can feel like a way to connect, like we're just venting. But here's the truth. It can weigh us down and it can push others away. I had a friend, Linda, who used to start every conversation with a complaint. It was always about her aches, her bills, or something the neighbor did. One day, I gently asked her, what's something good that happened this week? She paused, thought about it, and told me about a beautiful sunset she'd seen. From then on, we made a habit to share one good thing every time we talked. It changed the whole vibe of our conversations. Complaining doesn't just affect us. It affects the people around us. It can make us seem negative, even when that's not how we feel inside. And let's be real, it doesn't solve anything. Instead, it keeps us stuck in a cycle of frustration. Takeaway. For the next few days, try this. Before you share a complaint, pause and think of one thing you're grateful for. It could be a kind word from a friend, a warm meal, or even just the fact that you woke up today. Gratitude shifts our perspective, and it's like a little gift we give ourselves. 3. Judging others too quickly. As we age, we've seen a lot, haven't we? We've got decades of experience, and that can make us feel like we got people figured out. But sometimes That confidence turns into snap judgments. We might look at someone's clothes, their habits, or their choices and think they should know better. I've been guilty of this too. Like when I saw a young guy at the park glued his phone and thought, kids these days, no manners. Then I overheard him talking to his grandma on a video call. I felt like such a heel. Judging others quickly can make us miss out on understanding their story. It can also make us seem harsh or unapproachable, which isn't who we want to be. Aging should make us kinder, not more critical. After all, we know how complex life can be. Nobody's perfect, including us. Takeaway: the next time you catch yourself judging someone, take a breath and ask, what's their story? Give them the benefit of the doubt. You might not always find out the truth, but just that pause can soften your heart and open your mind. 4. Holding on to grudges. Oh, grudges. They're like old furniture we keep in the attic, heavy, dusty, and taking up space we could use for something better. As we get older, it's tempting to hold on to past hurts. Maybe it's a falling out with a friend, a family member who let us down, or even a coworker who got the promotion we wanted years ago. I get it. Those wounds can feel fresh, even after decades. But here's what I've learned. Holding on to grudges doesn't hurt the other person. It hurts us. It keeps us tethered to pain, and it steals our peace. I had an old neighbor, Tom, who held a grudge against his brother for 15 years over something neither of them could fully remember. When they finally reconciled at a family reunion, Tom told me, I wish I'd let it go sooner. I missed out on so much. Forgiveness isn't about saying what happened was okay. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. It's about choosing peace over pain. Takeaway: think of one grudge you've been holding on to. It doesn't have to be a big one. Write a letter to that person. Not to send, but to get your feelings out. Then burn it or tear it up. Let it go. You deserve that freedom. 5. Neglecting our appearance. Now, don't get me wrong. Aging gracefully doesn't mean chasing youth or trying to look 20 again. But sometimes, as we get older, we stop putting effort into our appearance. Maybe we wear the same old sweatpants every day, skip the haircut, or stop caring about how we present ourselves. I've been there. There was a whole year where I lived in the same 3 flannel shirts because they were comfortable. Here's why this matters. Taking care of our appearance isn't just about vanity. It's about self-respect and how we show up in the world. When we put a little effort into our clothes, our grooming, or even just standing up straight, it sends a message to ourselves and others that we value who we are. It boosts our confidence, and it can even make us feel more energized. I started a little habit a few years ago. Every Sunday, I pick out one outfit that makes me feel good, even if I'm just going to the grocery store. It's not about dressing fancy. It's about feeling like I'm still me, still vibrant and present. Takeaway: this week, pick one small way to spruce up your appearance. Maybe it's wearing a favorite scarf, getting a fresh haircut, or even just polishing your shoes. Notice how it makes you feel. You're worth that extra effort. 6. Talking more than listening. As we age, we got so many stories to share, don't we? We've lived through so much, and it's natural to want to pass on what we've learned. But sometimes we can get carried away and end up talking more than we listen. I caught myself doing this at a family dinner last month. I was so excited to share a story from my old teaching days that I didn't notice my niece try to tell me about her new job. Listening is one of the greatest gifts we can give. It shows people we value them, and it helps us stay connected to the world around us. Plus, when we really listen, we learn new things, even from people younger than us. My niece ended up teaching me about a new app that's helped me stay organized, all because I finally zipped my lips and let her talk. Takeaway: next time you're in a conversation, try this. Listen twice as much as you speak. Ask questions. Really hear what the other person is saying, and resist the urge to jump with your own story right away. You'll be amazed at how much deeper your connections become. 7. Avoiding technology. Technology can be intimidating, can't it? Smartphones, apps, streaming services. It's a lot to keep up with. As we age, it's tempting to say, I'm too old for that, and stick to what we know. I used to avoid online banking because I didn't trust it. But when I finally learned how to use it, it saved me so much time and hassle. Avoiding technology can cut us off from opportunities to connect with loved ones, to learn new things, or even to make life easier. It's not about mastering every gadget out there. It's about staying curious and giving it a try. My friend Susan, who's 72, started using Zoom during the pandemic and now hosts a weekly book club online. She says it's one of the best things she's ever done. Takeaway: pick one piece of technology you've been avoiding. Maybe it's downloading an app, joining a social media group, or setting up video calls with your grandkids. Ask a friend or family member to help you get started. You don't have to love it, but give it a fair shot. 8. Focusing too much on the past. The past is a treasure trove, isn't it? It's full of memories, lessons, and moments that shaped who we are. But sometimes, as we age, we can get stuck there. We might find ourselves saying, things were better before, or replaying old regrets instead of living in the present. I used to spend hours thinking about what is for my 30s, career choices, relationships, you name it. But all that did was keep me from enjoying the life I have now. The present is where life happens. It's where we can laugh with friends, try new things, and make new memories. The past is a teacher, not a home. And the future? It's full of possibilities, no matter how old we are. Takeaway: try this mindfulness trick. Once a day, pause and notice 5 things around you. What you see, hear, smell, or feel. It could be the warmth of your coffee mug, the sound of birds outside, or the smile of someone you love. This simple practice pulls you back to the present and reminds you that life is still unfolding. 9. Isolating ourselves. This one's tough to talk about, but it's so important. As we age, it's easy to pull back from the world. Maybe we lose touch with friends, skip social events because we're tired, or feel like we don't fit in anymore. I went through a phase after my kids moved out where I stopped going to my book club because I felt too old for the group. But the truth was, I was just lonely and didn't know how to reach out. Isolation can sneak up on us, and it's not good for our health, mental or physical. Studies show that staying connected with others can lower stress, boost our mood, and even help us live longer. We need people, and people need us. Our wisdom, our laughter, our presence. It matters. Takeaway: reach out to one person this week. It could be a phone call to an old friend, an invitation to coffee, or even just a chat with a neighbor. You don't have to be the life of the party. Just show up. Connection is medicine for the soul. Well, friends, there you have it. 9 ugly behaviors that can creep into our lives as we age. I hope this conversation felt like a warm hug, not a lecture. We're all works in progress. And the fact that you're here, listening and learning, shows how much you care about living well. Aging isn't about being perfect. It's about growing, reflecting, and choosing to be the best version of ourselves every single day. Let's recap those takeaways one more time, because I want you to walk away feeling inspired. Try one new thing to stay open to change. Share gratitude before complaints. Pause before judging others. Let go of a grudge to free your heart. Put a little effort into your appearance for self-respect. Listen twice as much as you speak. Give technology a chance. Stay present with mindfulness. Reach out to someone to stay connected. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these behaviors have you noticed in yourself? And what's one step you can take to turn it around? Your stories inspire me, and they inspire everyone in this community. Let's keep learning from each other. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe so we can keep these conversations going. Hit that bell so you don't miss our next chat about living healthy, living joyful, and living wise. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and keep sharing your beautiful wisdom with the world. You've got this. I'll see you soon.